What's up, Davo? We're getting set up today. How are you? Set up for some more XiangQi. I know it's super exciting. It's super exciting to me. Are you on a sailboat? No. I'm in my house. The trailer. My dad's trailer. Trying to get out of here, okay? Working on it. I'm doing okay. I slept a lot. I took some melatonin last night and it knocked me out so bad. But I'm trying to reset my sleep schedule back to like a normal time. So I went to bed at like 10 o'clock at night and I slept all the way until like 7:30 in the morning, and then I went back to bed and I woke up at 12. So we still have some work to do. Because I want to wake up in early morning and I want to get to work early morning. Like I want to work on my writing. I want to work on my social media campaign. Like I want to work on everything like early in the morning and get a lot of writing done mostly before my day starts. Before I start, you know, working on whatever else I'm going to work on, like for social media or for XiangQi, like I'm working on now, or like anything else, like going out for exercising or spending time with people or doing stuff like going to doctor's appointments or whatever. All the normal stuff that humans do, right? Like the normal everyday things that people do. Yeah, I mean, I'm okay. It's just, life can be really difficult and I'm still not really okay as far as like, I don't have like a sustainable income. I'm not able to move out. I'm not at a point in my life where I want to be. My GoFundMe is starting to do better though. I've already raised $200. I need $1,500 to get my car to pass smog. And I've already gotten a few donations, so that's been really helpful. If you would like, if you can help me out by sharing my campaign to as many people as possible. I can copy paste it for you. But yeah, mostly I've just kind of, today's a chill day. I don't really have anything to do today except for whatever I want to do. I don't really feel like working today, so, you know, I'm taking a day off. I need days off to recharge. So I'm just going to be working on some XiangQi. I guess you can consider this part of my work, but it's just streaming, so not really a big deal. I'm not making money on streaming at the moment, so it's not, I mean, it is, I guess you could consider it like kind of like a back burner thing. Like doing my stream is kind of like keeping my social media presence online a little bit. So it is kind of like back burner kind of thing. But to be real with you, at the moment, streaming is not really a priority. Mostly the stuff I'm working on with my mental health team is like the majority, and like getting my surgeries. My surgeries are scheduled, so, but that's a lot of waiting. So it's like a lot of what I'm doing is like just trying to keep my life, like trying to move my life forward in whatever amount I can. You know, like one day at a time kind of thing. And I am doing a lot of work. And I've been able to raise money, so it's like, it's not like it's completely hopeless. You know, I earned 600 last month on my own, and I've earned 200 this month on my own, so far. And, you know, that's money I've earned. Like, I actually earned. Like, SSI, yeah, please look after yourself first. Yeah, for sure. I gotta take care of myself. I can't always just be grinding work. The fact that I earned the money, like nobody else did, I did. I earned 100% of that money. Nobody can take that away from me. Even though it's a small amount, it's still 100% my money. You know? Yeah, 600 last month. It was pretty good, Bob Cassidy. But I need to get a lot more than that to be like actually moving out of the trailer and having like an actual life. Right now I'm just getting SSI payments, which is about like 500 a month. But like I earned like my own money, and it's not steady enough, you know, because if I earned 600 every month, they would start reducing my SSI payments. But it has to be like a steady amount, like over the course of like a year or something like that. So, you know, I had to like basically, I was really scared for a while. Like I was worried, like, what am I going to do? Like if I try to earn money, I might lose my SSI, and I need my SSI. If I lose it, you know, I might not be able to make money all the time. But, you know, I talked to my therapist for a while. It took me a very long time to really like kind of start, you know, not fearing about that so much. That was a huge fear of mine for a while. It was like, if I start earning money, like, is it going to screw my life over? Because that's kind of what they do with SSI. If you try to improve your life at all, they take it away, and then you have nothing. So it's like, if I, you know, what am I supposed to do to improve my life if they're going to take away the only thing that's keeping me afloat? And, you know, like, you know, there's a lot of problems, you know, like trying to get housing. You know, there's wait lists that take like years and years and years. And so like, I'm just trying to build my own thing, and maybe I can lift myself out of poverty. You know, until then I have to rely on, you know, social safety net, like, supplemental security income. Like I have to rely on safety nets from the government, and that they're not really good at it. It's better than nothing, obviously. Like they give me money. But it's like it's not enough to actually get out of poverty. It's not enough to actually get a normal life. And if you try to even improve your life at all, you better hope that you can sustain it. And the work that I do, that I'm able to do, is not guaranteed to earn a living wage. At least not at the moment. At a certain point, I'm going to be making enough to be able to like save up money and make investments and all sorts of stuff. That's over time. Like, you know, if I can grow enough and make enough money, I'll be able to stay afloat and probably be even more than okay. But at the moment, that's not really working out. So it's like, but I mean, the fact of the matter is, I am way better off now than I was before, like a year ago even. The fact that I can make $600 out of my own effort. Like, you know, obviously the GoFundMe, like that's asking for like, you know, handouts, you know, but like everything else, like doing my work, like that's literally money I earned. I can't really share with someone else unless I had my own privacy, because I need privacy to work, because I do SW. So it's like, you know, like I need to be able to do that. And so I can't work if it's going to be a situation where I can't have any privacy. So I basically need my own place. And I don't think I should, you know, obviously having like a room or something like that is still better than where I am right now, but I need autonomy. Like I need my own place. Like I need to actually be on my own, because I've never been on my own my entire life. And until I've actually been able to, I need to force myself to do those things that like that adults do, like being able to take care of like paying all my bills, taking care of things because nobody else is going to do it for me. You know, those kind of things. Like I can't have my training wheels on my whole life. You know, I'm 34 years old. I have to take those training wheels off at some point. You know, I have to be able to take care of things on my own. And not have like a family member take care of me, or my therapist or you know, case manager taking care of me. I'm trying to work on it the best I can. You know, it's gonna be a while. You know, I've gone through, trying not to get overwhelmed, but it is pretty overwhelming. You know, I've lived my whole life, and I've been dealt a pretty short a pretty short stick in life, and a pretty unfair hand, you know? And I've kind of like not really been able to develop a lot of skills that most adults are. And I'm kind of working with an incomplete deck. And I'm trying to build it from the ground up. And it's really hard work. And it's so frustrating and upsetting sometimes that I'm not a capable human at the moment. I can't like pay my bills on my own. I can't earn enough money to move out on my own. Like it makes me feel like I'm not just I don't want to be taken care of. I want to take care of me. Like I don't want to just be some disabled person. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to just get government handouts. I want to be somebody who actually takes care of herself. I want to be able to work. I want to be able to you know, interact with people and maintain positive relationships and earn money and take care of myself. Like I want to be that strong, because it makes me feel so shitty when like you have to rely on like family members or the government to like take care of you. It makes you feel broken. It makes you feel like you don't deserve to live, that you're not a full human. It's like everybody's like, it feels like everybody looks at you and they see like a child, is what it feels like. And I don't want that to be the case. I want to be somebody who's in charge. I want to be somebody that people look up to. And some of that is ego, I guess, but it's just, I think it's okay to have some ego, because I can't just completely, I need to take care of myself. Some of it, you know, sometimes you need ego to like lift yourself up. Because my ego is so bad. I see myself so negatively. Like I need to do a little effort to like build myself up and feel good about myself. Yeah, I mean, that's all we can do, Davo. Or Davo. Is it Davo or Davo? That's all we can do. Is just try, you know, one day at a time. And you know, I'm putting in a lot of effort. You know, some people just give up. Some people just end up like, you know, getting worse and worse and worse. They give up. They just give in to like drugs and alcohol. They go in like a really negative direction in their life, because it is hard. And it's not like it's magically better just because I have this focus. But the fact that I have this focus at all, like it's so powerful. Yeah, Dave. Dave's not here, man. Hey, thanks for the follow, Moon Stickers. Or Moon Crickets. I thought it was Moon Stickers. Moon Crickets. Thank you so much. But I think I do, you know, everybody on my team is like fighting for me, you know, and they all continually remind me that I'm a lot more powerful than I give myself credit for. And that I'm doing so much to improve my life. And it's really hard for me to see. And, you know, eventually things are going to pay off. You know, eventually I'm going to see myself trending on Twitter, you know. I know that it's like, it seems so impossible right now, but like there will be a day when Rebecca Lauren is trending on Twitter. And I'm going to see it, and I'm going to like clip this now. And then when that actually happens, I want you to like show me that clip. We'll find that clip. I'll remember it. I'll remember that, you know, clip this. I'm telling the future right now, like, it's gonna feel so different when it actually happens. Probably not gonna be as crazy cool as it sounds. It might even be terrifying. It might just be pretty mundane. Who knows? Maybe I'm gonna like, by the time I'm trending on Twitter, I'm gonna feel very differently about it. Like I'm gonna like acclimate to having more success. not that trending on Twitter is the definition of success, but it's just, that's one of the things. Like, you know, as somebody who's, you know, building her own business online and, you know, being an entrepreneur kind of person, you know, running my own business stuff, Twitter and like, you know, public appearance, you know, public exposure. It's like a huge part of my industry, and you know, I need people to know that I exist. You know, the more people that know my name, the better. So that will be a thing one day, because I'm fighting for it so hard. Eventually it's gonna work. You know, like eventually, you know, like you do the right set of things and just stuff adds up over time, and I'm gonna look back and I'm gonna be like, holy shit, why did I doubt myself? Like, like it's gonna be obvious when it happens, right? Whatever happens means, like, there's gonna be a moment where I'm gonna, like, I mean, it's not gonna happen all at once, or maybe it will, I don't know. But there's gonna be a moment where I like look at my bank statements, or like I look at my statements for like my OF and stuff like that, and I'm gonna be like, when did that happen? Like, I'm actually like a girl boss. 100 squats? No, sorry, Elijah. That would probably be categorized as self-harm by YouTube algorithm. I mean, I can do 1 squat. There we go. There we go, Elijah. I did 5. I don't want to be trending on Twitter that way. YouTuber Rebecca Lauren dies from 100 squats. No, I don't want that. No, we don't want that at all. Yeah, and you know, it's like, a lot of the times I can barely even be bothered to get out of pajamas. You know, I'm wearing like pajama shirts. You can't even see my booba. But that's okay, you know, I don't need to show booba to be a girl, you know. In fact, a lot of women don't show booba. A lot of women do, so that's fine. I have another platform for booba. It's okay. I don't need to show booba on Twitch. This is like kind of hang out in pajamas territory. This is you know, Twitch is well, my streaming. I call it Twitch because that's where it started, and that's where I consider it to live. Even though I'm multi-streaming, I consider Twitch my pajama space. It's where I wear sweatshirts or pajama shirts. Sometimes I dress up a little bit more, but like, this is not my booba territory. I have another website for that. I have another website for booba. So, and people really like my booba, by the way. I do. And a lot of people do. It's good booba. When I'm wearing like really long shirts, it's hard to tell, but I got good booba. And so yeah, you know, like eventually things will work out. I know it's like hard to see now, but there's gonna be a day, like I said, I'm gonna look at my my OF statement, income statement. I'm gonna see all those subscriptions coming in one day, and I'm just gonna look back and I'm gonna be like, why did I ever doubt myself? And you know, clip this now, because you know, future Rebecca is gonna like forget about it. Current Rebecca obviously knows all about it and is struggling, but there's going to be a future me who's like going to forget about all this. Like, I that's another problem I need to be aware of. When people start becoming successful and they start making like money and stuff, it's easy to like, because you only live in the moment, right? And so if I become like a successful person, I'm going to have a whole new perception of reality. And it's going to be it might become a problem. People start making money, they kind of change. And I don't want to change. I obviously want my situation to change, but I don't want the core parts of what makes me a human being to change. And I think as obviously setting that intention is a huge step. But it's really easy to hold on to your core values when you're like in poverty. And when things are when you're struggling, and then it's so easy to lose them when everything's easy, because you see a lot of people, they start getting success and then suddenly, like not suddenly, but like one day they're like realize like, holy shit, like I used to like struggle to pay, to even pay for electricity. Now I'm like buying like cars and shit for no reason. Like, you get people who are like millionaires and they like forget that they had to rise up from poverty. Like they forget where they came from. And I don't think I'm ever going to forget where I came from. I lived in poverty too long for that. But it is a possibility. Nobody's safe from it. And so, like, obviously, my goal is to be very successful. And my goal with making money is not because I like money. It's because I don't like money. My goal is to make so much money that I never have to worry about it ever again. That's my goal. And you know what? If I set that intention, I'm going to somehow make it happen. That's my whole mission in life, is to not worry about money ever again. And I've been taking those steps. It might be a huge staircase that I'm trying to climb, but I've taken the steps. I'm setting everything. I'll be right back. I was getting my weekly food delivery. I get my healthy food delivered. Yeah, anyway, yeah, I just kind of like reflecting a little bit on all the work that I've been doing. And just kind of reminding myself that, you know, I've gotten way better at taking care of myself. Like, you know, I've reached a lot of my goals. You know, I'm still working on it, of course. But you know, like the fact that I have surgery dates on the calendar, that's huge, and I should be happy, you know. But like I said, it's so easy to forget where you came from, right? I mean, I'm never gonna forget what it felt like. Like I'm never gonna forget what it felt like to be in so much despair, like that I never thought that I would ever get surgery. Like I remember what that feels like, but I actually don't. Like, you know what I mean? Like I remember that I felt that way, but I don't exactly remember. I mean, it's a good thing that I don't remember how it feels, because I would have to be feeling it to know that, right? So I don't feel that anymore, but I know that it was there. But the fact that I have surgery dates on the calendar, the fact that I'm like in therapy, actively working on improving my life, the fact that I'm you know, working, you know, that I got on SSI, the fact that I'm like working on a career that I never thought I'd be able to do, a lot of that was gender dysphoria. And ironically, I mean, it's kind of weird to explain, because for my line of work, I have to, especially as a trans model, I have to showcase a part of my body that I'm desperately trying to change. And I've had to learn how to see that part of my body for what it is in the future, rather than seeing it for what it is. Because first of all, there are plenty of women with penises. At the moment, I'm a woman with a penis, and that's perfectly fine. And I think a lot of that was like stigma associating, you know, your genitals with gender is like so easy to do. And I think as time has gone on, people have like kind of shifted that idea, or at least helped me shift that idea. Because, you know, having a penis or a vagina doesn't make you a man or a woman, and it shouldn't, honestly. It's just your genitals. It's really more of a personal, like deeply personal thing. Everybody feels differently about their body and how it relates to their identity. It's really important for me to have a vagina, but having a penis does not make me a man. But it's really important for me to have a vagina. I will never feel complete without one. And that, I don't know exactly how that's going to affect my career as a sex worker. It might affect it negatively. It might not change it at all. It might improve it. Who knows? But I mean, that's not a decision. Like that's just a side effect. It's going to happen regardless of whatever effect it'll have on my career. Just like it's important for me to have facial surgery, even though plenty of people find me attractive. It's not about attractiveness. Just like, you know, even though plenty of people worship my penis, like I need it to be a vagina. Like I need my face to be feminized. Even though people find me attractive. Some people find me very attractive. I still need to change that part of my body, my face and my genitals. And whatever way I learned how to cope with it is still just copium, you know? It's still just me holding on while I'm waiting for surgery. And, you know, like, because, you know, I do feel a lot of dysphoria when people are, like, saying, like, oh, you know, your penis is so beautiful, whatever. And I'm like, God damn it. Like, do they not understand, like, that it needs to be a vagina? Like, you know, they don't know that. They don't need to know that. Sometimes I do share it, and I have viewers who support me wholeheartedly, with my need to transition that part of my body. But, you know, the fact that I'm even able to have that on the calendar is a huge step forward for me. And it's so easy for me to like take that for granted and forget how hard it was to get here. And I think that's another issue that, like, you know, eventually my career is going to work out and I'm going to be way better than I am now. And I'm going to forget, it's going to be easy to forget where I came from. And so I want people to remind me, like, you know, like, clip this now, you know, send it to me when I'm like in a spot where I'm like forgetting where I came from. You know, I worked really hard to get here and I'm going to continue to work hard. And I'm not going to stop just because I have money. Like, I'm going to do my best to contribute to humankind in whatever way that means, like whether it's artistically, whether it's like, you know, humanitarian efforts. I don't care. I'm going to try to benefit society some way. Money isn't the only reason I'm trying to get money is because you have to have it to live. Basically, you can technically survive without it, but surviving is not living. And the only reason I want money is because I don't want money. So like, I need to make so much money that I never have to have it control my life ever again. I don't want to have to think about money. I don't want money controlling what I can and can't do. And I'm not even asking for much. I don't want like freaking, you know, giant mansions and like statues and like McLarens and shit like that. Like, I just need like a place to live and work. Like, I'm not asking for the moon, okay? Like, I'm asking for a life. Like, I want to work. I'm not working so that I can't work. I'm working so that I can work more. Because there's a lot I can't do because I'm lacking resources. Because I lack money to, you know, capital. There's a lot I can't do because I don't have connections. I want to build those connections so that I can do more. I want to work more, not less. So that's why I want money. Because without money, I can't work as much. I know it kind of sounds weird. Most people don't want to work. I want to work. Like, but I can't in the capacity that I'm able to. Like getting like a basic like income for living is only the start. Like, I am not going to stop. I'm going to spend my entire life trying to benefit society. And there's a lot of barriers towards that. You know, money is a huge one. But then, you know, there's also human connections. But usually when you have money, it kind of opens things up a bit. You know, people are going to want to work with you, especially if you give them money. Like, if you give them money, hey, like, I want to do like a concert, you know, like, so that we, you know, I want to like, you know, I want to do music stuff. I want to do music events. I want to have a reason to start picking up my instruments again. I want to like make an orchestra. Could you imagine if I owned my own orchestra? Could you imagine that? What if I had my own orchestra and I still had to audition to it? Because, I mean, the way I would run it is I would have someone else run it, right? And I would have to audition just like anyone else. And that'd be ironic if I made my own orchestra and I couldn't even, you know, pass the cut. But that would be my fault, not theirs. You know, the orchestra, whatever I use my money to create in the world, the money is just like the funding. It's not like I own it. Like, I want somebody who really knows what they're doing to own it. But I have these ideas about life that I want to add into the world, and only money can make that happen. And if somebody else is on the is controlling it, it's basically like flipping a coin whether or not the world is going to have that thing. I want things to exist in the world. And so the reason for getting money beyond taking care of myself, I'm talking about like super long-term life goals that I'm going to try to achieve. I want the level of income that will allow me to create things that I want to see exist in the world to be reality. And I can't even really think about what they are right now, but there's certain things like I want a program for homeless people to truly get them out of homelessness, not just give them homeless shelters, Not just give them like everybody who's homeless should have a place to live, should have a case manager, to be able to find their way to take care of themselves. Like an actual dedicated, not just a case manager, but like a life coach. Somebody who helps take care of everything so that they can learn the abilities to take care of themselves. And, obviously there's a different problem with some people. I don't know. That's where there's a whole bunch of stuff into it. But there's a lot of people who do want to work and who do want to get out of homelessness. In fact, I was one of those people when I was in the homeless shelter. I just wanted to get out of there. I wanted to work. But there's people who will not hire you. There's people who will not give you a chance. And I want there to be a chance for people to work. Like, even if you have no experience. Like, hey, we need somebody to do data entry. We're going to give you a job because you're in our program. And, there's, obviously, there's going to be people on drugs and shit, people who don't want to work. That's a different problem, but that's not a problem that's unsolvable. And I think, you shouldn't give up on these people. And, somebody being on drugs shouldn't be a barrier to work. They obviously shouldn't be allowed to, do certain types of work. But there should always be an ability for someone to input work. Even if it's working from a computer from home. And if they don't have a computer at all, if they don't have internet access, if they don't have a place to work from, they're not going to be able to work at all. And there's a lot of these programs that are like, oh, well, if you can't pass a drug test, we're not going to allow you to work. I don't care if you're doing drugs. If you can do the work, or if you're willing to make an effort, come as you are. If you're on meth or whatever, at least get you into a place where you're less likely to do meth, right? If you're if it's encouraged for you to not be on drugs, you're gonna have more reason not to do drugs. If you give someone a place to live, if you give them work, if you help with them, if you work with them and without judgment. And I want to start a program like that. That's one of the reasons why I want to make a lot of money. Is there's a whole bunch of Rebeccas out there who don't have the opportunities that I've been given, and I'm even struggling. And I've been giving a lot of opportunities. And there's people who don't even have what I have. They don't even have a place to live and a computer to work from. You can't do OnlyFans if you're working and if you're living in a homeless shelter. You need a privacy. You need a private place to work to feel like a human being. So that's one of the reasons why I want to make a lot of money is I want to start an actual organization that is dedicated 100% to getting people out of homelessness. Not just giving homeless shelters, not just giving handouts, not just giving food, but a comprehensive, dedicated program that gives somebody a place to live, gives somebody a dedicated manager, a work program that takes all kinds of abilities, whether you're on drugs or not. I mean, how are you supposed to get out of homelessness if you can't work because you can't pass a drug test? Why add that barrier? And people are like, oh, but but they're on drugs. You shouldn't. It's like, dude, why are you judging someone just because they have a chemical dependence? They're human beings. And we already know that judgment and shame and taking away opportunities from people makes it worse. So why don't we try something different? And maybe give them the option to work where they're not going to harm people, because obviously people on drugs can be unpredictable. Well, then obviously don't give them access to a cash register. You have the face of Holland? What does that even mean? The football player? Well, that's kind of a weird thing to say. Oh, is that my dad? Is that my dad? Is that my actual dad? or like a long lost brother or something. I guess he's too young to be my dad. He was born in 2000. He was born in 2000. He can't possibly be my dad. I already have a dad, obviously. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's kind of a random information. I mean, I'm a girl, but, you know, whatever. Yeah, I mean, positive thoughts, you know, all that kind of stuff. It really does a lot. Obviously, in the end of the day, it's good to have positive thoughts, but, you know, it also, there's a whole bunch of Since I Don't Have You from GNR, Guns N' Roses, I don't even know how that song goes. I'm sorry. You know, you know, obviously the first step is having like positive thoughts, but you know, hopes and prayers don't make the world. You know, you have to actually do the work. And so I'm putting a lot of work into myself. I could, but instead, instead we're gonna play some XiangQi. We're gonna play some XiangQi instead, because I want to improve at this game and make content for it on YouTube. But I have a lot of work to do. You know, like, hopes and prayers don't make that happen, right? Like, you can't just have positive thoughts. You have to actually do the work. You know, I have to actually set up the board and actually play the games and study the game in order to improve at it. You have to actually show up and do the grind. You know, you can't just wish for everything to work. You have to actually work, right? What the fuck you taskling? What the fuck you taskling? Tasselking. What the fuck you tasselking? What are you tasselking? What the fuck you tasking? Dorrego. You need to calm down. You're boring. Burn! I just burned you. You're boring, Dorrego. No, you didn't mistype it. You said a word that doesn't exist. It's fine. Okay, now that we've played a bunch of opening moves, you know who Diego Maradona was? No, I don't. Who was he? Is he? I guess he's no longer alive. This is almost a free cannon. Other cannon's defending it. So how about if I block the cannon, also attack it, it moves, and then I win a cannon. Oh no, I can't do that because the cannon would capture it. Yeah, I'm studying XiangQi. This is a game called XiangQi. It's Chinese chess. And it is a beautiful ancient game that is still played today. There's about a billion people who play it. Really popular in China and in Vietnam. In my life, I'm studying life, I guess. I'm a musician. I'm a chess player. I am a performer. I'm a model. I'm an actress. I'm a writer. So yeah, I'm studying a lot of things. Oh, like that's amazing. Yeah, I mean, English is my first language. Japanese is my second. Spanish is about my third. Mandarin is like my fourth language, and I don't really consider like Korean or anything else to be my fourth, or whatever. Or I guess Spanish and Mandarin are kind of tied. Yeah, lo siento. Yo no hablo mucha. Hi, Prisoner Clash. Oh, it's Prisoned Clash. This whole time I've been calling you Prisoner Clash. But it's Prisoned Clash. He never corrected me, Prison Clash. I'll just call you Prisoned. How can Spanish be your third language if you don't speak it at all? Because I've studied it. But like it's the third, I mean, I don't know my Japanese is my second language, and then Spanish I studied a bit in high school, and then I studied some more on my own later on, in like my mid-20s or so. But I don't really consider it myself fluent at all. In fact, I'm barely fluent in my second language, so... But I can understand it. Like, if I'm listening to someone speak Spanish, I know what they're talking about. I just can't really form words to talk. And the same is with Japanese. Like, I can listen to Japanese, like, whether it's, like, people talking or whether it's, like, the news or whether it's, like, a TV show or an anime. But I can't really form sentences to talk to someone. So it's like, because I don't really have much practice speaking it. It's really hard. And I'm in California, and there's a lot of, my brother is like fluent in Spanish. It's his second language, but it's basically his first language. Like, like he speaks Spanish like more than he speaks English, I think. And what's really what makes me angry is when people like judge me for not speaking Spanish. It's really frustrating. It's like, they're like, oh, why did you study Japanese? When are you ever going to use it? Like, you live in California, why don't you actually learn something useful and learn Spanish? It's like, dude, I don't need, like, it's not my language. Like, Japanese is my second language. Like, why do I need to study Spanish? I want to be more fluent in Spanish. I complain too much. Fighting with nobody? Take a time out, buddy. You already came out the gate. Like, you came out the gate comparing me to a man. Calling me a football player. And then you started acting rude towards me. And now you're being even more rude to me. So, take a break, buddy. Okay. So here's the thing, is like, I think I need to push the rook up and then try to push up this pawn. I think that's a good plan. It also, not really sure what black's planning with, I mean, there's not really much. I'm trying to think, like, okay, the rook can come over here. But, yeah, if I push up here, rook comes in. I just push the pawn. If I put the rook up here, rook comes in here. Well, then I can... The pawn's defended, so... Everything's defended. Cannon moves over. Okay, now in this case, I think I can attack the cannon and the horse. The horse is defended by elephant. Cannon will just move. And then I'm skewering the horse. So I think this is actually a mistake to move the cannon over, unless I'm missing something. Oh no, the rook can come in. One of the rooks. But then I take a horse. Let's do it. What am I missing? Okay. Okay, well I can just trade here. Okay, well now I can't take the cannon. Well, I don't think I ever could have. But I can take. Oh, I can't take the horse either. But now the horse is pinned because if either the cannon or the horse moves, I take the cannon. This may have been a mistake because I did the whole idea of trying to push the pawn and I just abandoned it. One day you could like to get to know you better. Well, you're already here. You know, just take one day at a time. You're already getting to know me. I share a lot of my life here, and I think it's hard for people to comprehend, but this is basically, it's obviously not the only thing that makes me who I am, but I share most of my life here online. And if somebody takes, if somebody gets to know my content, somebody listens to me here online, if they, that's actually a large step towards understanding me as a person. It's obviously not the whole thing, but I think it's so easy for people to see somebody on the internet and just like think that they're like like an exaggeration or like they're fake or whatever, and it's really hard to convince people that I'm for real, because there's a lot of people on the internet and a lot of people are trying to make a name for themselves or exaggerating their personality or faking like their distress or whatever, but I'm real. Like if I'm upset, I'm really upset. I'm not trying to make crocodile tears for the camera. And I know it's hard for people to like know if that's true or not. So if I take the pawn, if the cannon takes, I get back the cannon, but I get a pawn. And then I'm also attacking the other cannon. So yeah, let me go with that. Okay, rook comes in. What I can do is I can move the other cannon as a defender. Or I could try to go in for like a check. Like a checkmate, really. Oh, but okay, yeah, the cannon's under attack, so I think I need to defend it. For sure. Okay. Well, now I can't come in and attack the other cannon because the elephant. I can move the cannon in. I mean the horse. And then attack the cannon. Okay, now the horse takes. Okay, now the horse is pinned, so I can actually take the cannon. And then I take the other cannon. I'm pretty sure if I... Oh, the elephant will take. Well, I can just take the elephant, or I can take the pawn. Oh, no, it's defended by the rook. I'm gonna have to take the elephant. Oh no, the other horse. I'm like, what? Well, this is actually kind of a deceptive move. I think that was a mistake. I can actually take it because it's pinned to the king. Rook attacks horse. Okay, now I can't capture the horse. But I can attack the cannon. I mean, attack with the cannon. Just trade horses. I'm up a lot of material, though. What I can do is I can actually check. And the elephant can't take. Okay, and so now I can actually... Now I win the cannon because of the reveal check. Starting to get better against the level 1 computer. Okay, and so now I need to move... I think I'm going to attack this pawn. Okay, rook comes in. Okay. I'm pretty sure just taking the pawn will be good. Okay, probably coming in to attack the cannon. Now I can push the pawn, opens up the horse. Okay, well, I can just take this with the rook, and I'm attacking the elephant. Okay, elephant comes in. I can actually go in for a pin and attack this and attack the advisor. Oh, the elephant's still there. Never mind. Okay, let me bring my horse forward and get my other piece. Oh, oops. Oh, no, that's a trade. Oh, it's not a trade. Yeah, let me... I am stupid. Yeah, I need to take care of that first. Let me pin the elephant. Okay, and then I can just capture it. But yeah, you know, maybe one day I'll have like a big enough like kind of support network and, you know, be able to protect myself enough. Maybe one day I'll be big enough to like have an event and just like meet my viewers. So Dave, like there may be a day where I actually meet my viewers, but it will, I just want to make it clear. It's as a content creator connecting with her fans and not as like friends. I just need to make that very clear. I'm not the kind of person who's trying to make friends here. I'm trying to run a business. I'm trying to be a content creator, and oops, is this still here? And I know I'm trying to be, you know, I'm not trying to like hang out with my viewers, you know what I mean? But you know, as long as people understand that barrier, you know, it'll be okay. I know there's always going to be people who get really parasocial and they think that like I'm going to hang out with them as friends or that I'm going to date them. You know, I really have to make it very clear that I'm not, you know, I don't treat my OnlyFans as a dating app. You know, I don't know why people think that that's possible. I don't know why people think that that's a normal thing to expect. But, you know, there's people out there that are like, oh, you know, I want to meet you. And it's like, no, like I'm a content creator. like I'm sorry, I'm not going to be your friend. I'm not going to hang out with you. I'm not going to date you. I'm not saying you, I'm just saying there's people out there that are like, and they show up to my, like, you know, my other platforms and they're like, oh, I wish I lived near you. And it's like, well, it wouldn't make a difference. Like, if you live near me, it would just mean that you're physically, like, in the same geographic location. It doesn't mean anything. Like, I'm still a content creator and there's going to be a barrier. Like, I have to set that barrier, and it might make me less business, because I'm not farming the fantasy that some people are able to do. But I think it does keep myself a little bit safer. I don't think it's ever going to keep me 100% safe, but I think it's really important to not set the expectations negatively. Like, people need to know that I'm not going to date them. You know, I'm not going to get their hopes up, you know? And if they still do, if they think that I'm like trying to like read between the lines or whatever, you know, that's their problem, not mine. Like, I'm not gonna lie to people and say that I'm gonna be their friends or that I'm gonna like date them. Like, anything that I do is going to be professional. Like, other people that I work with online, that's going to be professional. Anything I do for you know, for porn or for anything, you know, that's going to be professional. It's not going to be in a like, oh, you know, I'm your girlfriend kind of thing. That's not going to happen. In fact, I don't even know if I could ever have a boyfriend or girlfriend. You know, I think the way I'm built, I'm kind of just like, I'm a single person, and I like to be single, and I think I just want I want to work with people in like, you know, in a professional capacity, and I think that could be fun, but I think it's never going to be anything more than professional. But I do think that in life, that's actually the majority of life is professional. Like, our professional lives, we can still have a good time. You know, it's really kind of hard to, you know, sometimes the lines are a little bit blurred, especially like with, like, you know, I don't know, like, if it's easy to get parasocial, and it's easy to think that, like, you know, especially, I don't know, it's got to be really, I haven't done any professional porn work, yet, but I plan on it, and I don't think, you have to have that professionalism, that it's a performance. It's not like romance. It's, you know, there might be chemistry, there might be a connection, but it's always going to be professional, and it'd be inappropriate to pursue anything other than that. But I think that's perfectly fine. In fact, I think I would have a lot of fun. It's still work, you know. There's still a lot of stuff that you know is not going to be 100% comfortable. But you know, I do think it would be a fun line of work for me, and I would get a lot of my sexuality dealt with, because I have a lot of sexual needs that are not being met, and I don't really want a relationship. I would rather work. Like, I would rather do sex work, honestly. I would rather do porn. That would get like 98% of my sexual needs out of the way, and I would make money doing it. So I mean, even better. obviously things I'll know better like how I feel about it once I actually start getting work. There's a lot that goes into it. You know, I have to actually like apply to agencies, and I need like some professional photography done, and so there's like a whole bunch of stuff I need to do that I'm not quite ready for yet. So I'm just kind of doing my own thing right now. You know, just doing camming. I'm not really trying to heavily pursue work at the moment, as far as like doing outside work, like with the agency. I definitely need the money, but also like I'm going through like a lot of heavy stuff next year. I'm going through facial feminization surgery in March. I'm going through vaginoplasty in November. And I don't even know how that's I mean, it's definitely going to affect my career. I'm not going to be able to do anything with my genitals for at least 3 months. So it's going to affect my camming a little bit. I'm not going to be able to do, you know, bottom stuff. But you know, I do think it's going to end up being okay. And I don't know, maybe things will change over the, I mean, I do have a whole year before my surgery. I could probably figure out how to get some work done. Like, you know, like audition or like apply to an agency or something like that. I don't know how to do it. I don't have any friends in the business. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm kind of on my own, and it's kind of scary. But I think I'll try to figure it out, and maybe I can be very successful with it. It'll get my name out there at the least. And I can make some money from it. You know, I was like looking at like Groovy, for example. They work with transgender actresses, and you know, they pay like $800 to $1,000 a shoot. You know, so like I need to get some professional photos done to submit to them, but I don't know how to do that just yet. So there's a lot of things I don't know how to do, and I'm really kind of scared because I want to do so much. I want to be a professional model, adult actress, and I don't know how. I don't have any friends to help me. I don't know anybody who can help me. So it's like I'm just scared because like I mean, what am I supposed to do? Am I ever gonna be? Am I even like close? And I guess I'm trying. You know, I'm doing camming and stuff, so it's like I do OnlyFans, and I guess that's like close. It's better than nothing, but there's a lot of stuff I need to do that's, you know, until I do it, it's not going to end up working out. Like I need to like apply to an agency. Like I need to audition. Like there's things that I need to do. I can just trade my Canon for both advisors. I don't know if that, I mean, yeah, I still have a horse and I have a bunch of pawns. So I think that might be a good thing to do. Oh. Well, okay, obviously first, I guess just sacrificing a pawn? Okay. Okay, and then I'll take the advisor. My opponent says, "Take my advice, sir." Take my advice, sir. Well, I'm not a sir. Okay, I'll just capture. Trade off rook. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. And now I have a bunch of pawns I can use, so I'm going to get my horse in there. May as well just take the pawn. Okay, push pawns. Okay, I mean, this is going to be checkmate by stalemate pretty soon. And this is checkmate. Checkmate by stalemate. Oof. I'm starting to win more often against this level 1 computer. You know, a bunch more times. If I win a bunch more times, I'm gonna have to go up to level 2. Yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I think I just need to slow down and stop expecting things to happen so fast. Because I think I'm doing all the right things, and if I just calm down, if I just slow down, I think I'll just have a better perspective. Like, I'm doing great. Like, the fact that, you know, first of all, I don't have any, like, mental hang-ups over doing sex work. Which that's already a huge barrier. You know, it's already hard enough even without that barrier. So the fact that I don't have that barrier, that's a huge deal. It took me a long time to be comfortable enough to do that, to do sex work. And also I set the intention to like want to do professional acting, like for sex work. And that's an intention. Like, obviously there's more to it, but I set the intention and I'm putting it out into the universe like, hey, I want to work. I want to work. I want to work. I want to work. I set that out into the universe, and, you know, I'm going to do whatever I can to try to make that happen. And I need to trust myself. And, you know, I may not know all the details right now, but I can try to ask. You know, there's places online, like there's Reddit, there's subreddits, there's YouTube channels, you know, like I can ask. You know, there's people on Twitter who might be able to help, like, you know, point me in the right direction on how to, you know, there's got to be like a guide somewhere on how to become a professional porn actress. Like, I don't know, like I'm really scared because I don't know how to make it happen, but I really want to make it happen. And I don't know, right now I just need to get my car fixed. I need to get some, you know, I think right now I'm doing just fine. I think what I'm doing right now is just keep doing it. You know, just keep trying to make money, you know, get my car fixed, so that I can pass smog. Because I need to be able to travel. Like, if I need to go audition in, like, San Francisco or in LA, you know, I can't even work if I can't even get there. You know, I mean, San Francisco, I could probably take a bus, but, you know, that's still, like, I don't know. There's a whole bunch of physical things that are really difficult for me that are going to be a real challenge. But I can't, you know, just because it's difficult doesn't mean it's impossible. So the fact that, like, you know, if I find, like, an audition in San Francisco, I could actually make that happen. And it's really scary, but that's something that I can deal with. You know, hop on a bus and go audition. And maybe make some money. Maybe get my name out there so that people are going to find me on, like, Pornhub and stuff. And then get more OnlyFans subs, you know? I don't know, I'm so overwhelmed over the whole uncertainty of it all. But I have to try, you know, I have to keep trying, because I only get one life. And I don't want to live in poverty my whole life. I have to work, and I want to work, but I have to be able to do the work. And I'm scared, but I think I'll do just fine. I just have to show up and do the work and believe in myself. I'm really good at it. Like, I have, like, a really good stage presence. I have, like, this, you know, like, people, you know, obviously believe in me. You know, I average about 60 to 100 viewers when I'm camming. You know, I get subscriptions on OF, you know, like, that fact alone means I have a lot of potential, and that I'm built for, you know, this is... Like, it's my calling, you know, like, I'm very sexual person, and it's a huge way of, like, expressing a lot of my suppressed sexuality. Because I'm really open about my sexuality. I'm very, I want to share. I don't see it as something to be ashamed of. Even though I did for the longest time. I convinced myself that it was shameful. But, you know, once I started transitioning and, you know, allowing myself to feel comfortable in my body with estrogen and stuff, it allowed me to open up sexually. But I don't know, I'm kind of scared by the whole concept of trying to get myself out there. I don't know how to make it happen. I don't know, I'm going to keep putting it out into the universe. I'm going to keep setting that intention. I'm going to keep trying. And right now I'm doing enough. Like having an OnlyFans, having, you know, doing camming, like that's enough right now. It's obviously not the end goal, but it's a huge part of it. If I wasn't doing that at all, I wouldn't have the experience. I wouldn't be in the space. I wouldn't be building up the ability, you know, the endurance. Because it's really hard work. It's not easy. It's not just about just like having sex. Like it's really difficult. And anybody who thinks otherwise hasn't even tried. It's really difficult. You know, especially if you're not in the mood. Like, takes like a special kind of endurance that not everybody has. And, you know, I'm building it. So, you know, that's something that I can make work. And, you know, I am like kind of unique. You know, I'm not super unique, but, you know, I am a transgender person on hormones. And, you know, like I said, I'm still very unclear how, you know, having a vagina is going to affect my career as a transgender actress. But I think I'll do just fine because, you know, there's always a niche, especially in the porn industry. There's always a niche. In fact, there's less trans sex workers, I believe, in the porn industry who have vaginas than there are who have penises. And so it's kind of like there's very few of us to choose from. And so I think like it might give me like a very, I don't know if it'll give me an edge, but it, you know, it might, you know, because then it's like, well, there's only so many people, so many actresses who have a vagina, who are transgender, who are actively in the industry. You know, it's kind of a niche, but niche is good, you know, especially if you stand out, you know, and I stand out. Like, I have like an energy about me, and you know, like I have like charisma on the camera when I'm doing sex work, and it's like you can't fake that. You know, you can't, like, it's just something that I have. Like, I'm just a very sensual person, and I think it could make me a lot of money if I do things right. And then I'll get out of poverty, get out of the trailer park, and be able to take care of myself. And, you know, if it, you know, some people see, you know, sex work as some kind of last resort. I don't see it that way anymore. You know, it's not just about money. Like, it's my calling. Like, I just want to have lots of sex and get paid to do it. And, you know, like, it's still work. And the fact that I've been doing camming and stuff, like, that gives me a bigger dose of reality than a lot of people. Because a lot of people, they've never even done camming. They just, like, show up to audition and they have all these, like, they're brand new to it when they get on the casting couch. So it's like, I'm used to being on camera, you know, doing sexual stuff. So it's like, I have an advantage over other women who might be their first time on camera. You know, I've developed that presence that only being in front of a camera can build. And, you know, to a large extent, like Twitch, like doing Twitch is actually a huge deal. In fact, I don't know if, like, until I started doing camming, I didn't realize how exactly, like, almost one-to-one doing camming is just like Twitch. It's just it's just sexual content instead of like gaming or just chatting. Like it's kind of uncanny. Like it's like one-to-one, like running a Twitch stream, except for, doing sexual stuff. But like as far as like engagement with the viewers, like it's like the same. And doing Twitch like really prepared me for that. So I don't know, like I have a comfort with the camera that, obviously some, a lot of it's been trained just by being in front of the camera at all. And also being a performer my whole life, like, being on stage, like for music. And, I do want to take acting classes and like dance classes. I want to learn dancing and I want to learn acting. I love performing. I'm a performer, whether it's sexual, whether it's, acting, whether it's music. I want to perform. I want to put myself out there in an elevated position where people can see my performance and they can, enjoy it and hopefully be inspired. And that's what I love about performing is it like puts you into a universe, like while you're performing and while you're viewing a performance, any kind of performance, it puts you in a universe that's outside of everyday life. It kind of creates this environment, this universe where it's like the only thing that matters is the performance. And I really am attracted to that. That like, it takes us outside of like everyday mundane life and it brings us to a new place. Which is, why I was born to perform. And not just as one single discipline. I'm a musician, but I'm not just a musician. And I really like the adult industry. I really want to pursue that. Spreading sex positivity, body positivity, And the thing about porn also is like, people say that like, as you get older, like your career is over, but I honestly, like, there's always going to be an audience. And like some people do, if you know anything about porn at all, there's people doing porn who are in their 70s. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, what? Let me Google for a second. The world's oldest porn star. Well, there's Ron Jeremy, or Esfand. Bambi Woods. I don't know if these are oldest, like, current. Active porn actress. Okay, here we go. Who is the oldest active porn actress? Yeah, Bae Cummings. She was born in 1943. She entered the porn world age 67, and she is still active. She started doing porn when she was 67. So, like, like she started doing porn when she was 67. So, I don't need to worry about that. I could wait another 30 years and still be able to do porn. So, even if I didn't start at all, and I've already started, so it's like, I'm well on my way, okay? Like, I'm gonna be okay, I think. Yeah, like, she was born in 1943. She started when she was 67. Like, Jesus Christ, that's inspiring as fuck. So she started in the year 2000, right? So that's 60... No, she started in the year 2000... Okay, wait. 1943 plus 60 would be 2003. And then 7... So she started in 2010. So that's 12 years ago. She started when she was 67. She's 79 now, and she still is active doing porn. So she's doing porn at 79. So that's really fucking inspiring. That's really fucking inspiring. So yeah, don't ever let anything become a barrier. You know, I know people want to make excuses, and I think it's because it's easier to make excuses. It's easier to give up than it is to say, like, oh, well, it is possible, you know. So then you have to admit that you're failing. You have to admit that you're not good enough. And I think you know, in order to get better at something, you have to see your failings. You have to be able to look at where you need to improve. And I think it's so easy for people. And you notice like a lot of men saying like, oh, only women can do OnlyFans or whatever. There's plenty of guys doing OnlyFans or other websites like Fansly, or I don't know exactly what the male dominated. There's like a male centric website. I forgot. I can't mention it. Yeah, I can. But so like, you know, men can do porn. Like, you know, I think they have a lot of hang-ups. I think they don't like the idea of gay men watching them. So that's a hang-up. I also think they're unwilling to do anal, which that's a hang-up. You know, they're unwilling to do gay, you know, work, which that's a hang-up. So there's a lot of reasons why some men aren't as successful as women, is because they're not okay doing all, you know, the whole job, which is fine. You know, not everybody is comfortable doing sex work. But you don't lie to yourself. Don't blame women for it. Don't be an incel, you know, like, you know, don't say like, oh, only women are successful. It's like, no, it's because, you know, the guys who are saying that are unwilling to do anal. like that's why. You're unwilling to suck a dick. Like, that's why, and that's perfectly fine. Nobody should force you to do that, but I'm gonna be real. Like, if you want to do porn, you're gonna have to suck a dick at some point. Like, I mean, it's pretty obvious. It doesn't matter if you're, you know, a man or a woman or gay or straight. You're gonna suck a dick at some point, man. Like, come on. Like Jesus Christ, get over it, or don't do it. Like, obviously no one's gonna force you to. You don't have to. But, you know, if you want to be successful, you kind of have to, you know, be willing to do things. Especially in the porn industry. Like, you know, obviously no one's gonna force you, and you can still be successful, you know, but the way I see it, why limit yourself? You know, I'm open to being with anybody of any, I'm pansexual, so it kind of helps. But, you know, I can be with anybody, any body type, any gender, any genitals. I'm willing to do most sex acts. You know, I'm, you know, like, there's certain things I won't do, like, you know, anything bloody or, you know, like, demeaning to, you know, like, degrading, or, like, I don't want to be, like, degrading someone, like, in too much of a way. Like, I don't want to do, like, I don't want to whip someone. I don't know. That might be a little kinky, so I don't know. We'll see. Okay. But I don't know. There's a lot of things I want to do, and I don't know how to get into it. Like, I don't know how to actually get sex work outside of doing stuff on my own. And I don't know. Maybe if I ask around enough, I'll make it happen, but... You know, I want to make sure no matter what I'm doing it safely and I'm doing it legally. Like, I don't want to do anything illegal, like, for sure. You know, like, I don't know. I'm kind of naive. Like, I have this intention, but I don't know how to make it happen. And a lot of people out there, they're like, they're more aware of like the realities of of how to get the work than I am. And so I'm at a disadvantage. But at least I'm willing to do the work. Like, at least I'm willing. I'm like more than willing. I'm like actively seeking work. I'm like, come on, like give me work, give me work, give me work. But I don't know. I have to make it happen somehow, and I'm kind of scared because I don't know how to make it happen. Like, I just want to do porn. Like, why is that so hard to do? But you know, I'll figure it out. You know, it's like playing this game. You know, like XiangQi. You know, it may seem really complicated. You don't know how any of the pieces move, but little by little, like you learn how the game works. And it's just like life. You know, I may not know how to move all the pieces yet, but you know, little by little, I figure it out. One step at a time, one tiny little step at a time. And sometimes I'm just gonna be sitting here like adjusting the pieces, like just like moving the pieces around for no reason, like just kind of fidgeting. You know, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. I don't need to be, you know, always working and grinding. You know, sometimes it's actually good to like kind of just, kind of idly just like mess around, like just kind of idly just touching the pieces like this. Like sometimes that's good. Like you're just kind of letting my brain have some space. You know? I don't have to always be grinding. And I don't know, I think things will be fine. It doesn't really feel like until it actually happens, until I actually feel fine though, I won't really feel fine, you know? Well, that's just a free cannon. And then I'm gonna trade the rooks. Okay, and I got a cannon. I'm up a whole cannon. Like, for real. Like, that's a big deal. Oh, oops, be careful. Let's go here. Kind of sounds like cats meowing. Meow, 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 meow. Oh. Oh, wait. What? I made a mistake. I assumed that black captured the rook. What the heck? Black just straight up gave me the rook. So this isn't the position right now. What the hell? Like, I could have saved the rook so many times and I didn't have to. I mean, and I didn't. So I'm definitely gonna move my rook now. Definitely gonna move it now. Well, geez, the computer's just like destroying itself. Oh yeah, the elephant's here. So like Jesus Christ, just giving me all your pieces. I might have to go to the level 2. Because like level 1's making this many mistakes? Like, Jesus Christ. Okay, now I can actually attack the rook. Oh, now I'm... And then I get a free rook. I get a free rook for... I mean, a rook for a cannon. And you're not even gonna take the cannon? What the hell? What is going on? Like, this is just too easy. Okay, my rook's under attack. Well, now I can actually just... Okay, well, I'm just gonna take the pawn. I could have pinned this advisor, but I didn't need to. Oh, I mean, the king's just gonna take it, so... I'm up so much material, like, what the heck? What the heck? I'm gonna attack the cannon and it's skewering to the horse. Okay, and you're attacking my advisor. It's defended though. I could also just take the advisor. But I'm just gonna take the horse. Okay, and I'm gonna move the cannon this way to attack. Okay. I still have like 2 horses and a cannon. So I can just keep pushing the pawn, attack the elephant. Okay, not sure what the cannon's gonna do there, but I also have a whole other rook. I just take the elephant, and then you check. I'm actually gonna get out of check by just capturing the advice. Oh no, I can't that way. What? Oh, because the pawn's there. Okay. I'll just move the advisor. Elephant takes pawn. Okay, well, I'm just gonna put the horse to attack the cannon. Cannon moves. And then let me attack the cannon again and also attack the elephant. Okay, well, I can just, yeah, attack the cannon again, because the cannon moved here. Okay, cannon attacks, or cannon moves, blocks the horse. But now, advisor's pinned. Okay, let me move my rook over. I'm gonna be threatening checkmate here. Okay, take the advisor. And take the other advisor with the other rook. And, okay. That moved forward, by the way, so. And now I do have a check. And then checkmate. Yeah, I think I have to go to level 2. That made that level 1 computer just made way too many unnecessary mistakes. Like, for real. It's like insane. Just like throwing pieces at me. Like, what the heck? But at least now I'm like, at least now I'm knowing how to like completely completely win in a one position instead of just like screwing myself up. So that's good. See huge progress in the game. I like this game so much. It just feels so good. Like it feels so fun just like moving the pieces around. Like just it's so nice. Ooh, I'm having like I just enjoy playing board games so much. Like it's just so enjoyable. Like the smell of the wood. Like everything just feels so I've always loved board games. Like I should have been born 10,000 years ago. No, I shouldn't have. My life would have been miserable. I wouldn't have known it though. I would only know what I know. Just like 1,000 years from now, people are gonna like, oh, the people from 2022, they didn't even have guaranteed trans rights. Like, what the hell? But like, you know, we only know how to live in the moment that we live in, you know? So it's like, obviously looking back, it's so easy to like say like, oh, you know, back 1,000 years ago, they had it so hard. And it's like, yeah, they did. But also we're comparing it with a lens of what we know today. So it's like, you know, back then they didn't say themselves as, you know, people from 1,000 years ago. They saw themselves as people today. So I guess these computers are like from different countries. Maybe like the programmer for each of these computer engine levels are like, maybe it's where the programmer is from. I don't know. This computer name is Huma from Pakistan, and I'm trying to judge by the picture. I'm assuming that's a woman named Huma. Might be a man. I don't know. Oops. Yeah, it's a woman. Or at least appears womanly. I think that's a hijab. So I did some research on like hijab. Apparently it's not offensive for somebody who's not Muslim to wear one. It's, you know, like I was like reading up about it. Apparently it's actually like, you know, it's just seen as like, you know, it's okay to wear. It's a piece of clothing. Like, you know, it's like, I think it's more like if somebody does it in like an offensive way, but like, it's not offensive just to wear a hijab if you're not Muslim. Like, it is in the end of the day, it's like a headscarf. You know, so it's like, but maybe some people feel differently about that. But I did like Google it, and like there was like a Muslim woman talking about it, and she said like, you know, it's perfectly fine for a non-Muslim to wear hijab. And she was like, you know, she was like in that educational tone, like it's okay to wear, like, you know, it was like very educational sounding, you know what I mean? Like, okay, let's try to play against level 2, Huma. Maybe we won't win so easily now. In fact, I played Huma before, and she's a lot harder than Peter. As she just leaves. Oh no, never mind. I need to remember my board vision. Obviously, cannon is defended. Cannon is defended. Oh. But if I check, horse takes, I can then take the cannon. And I'm attacking the other cannon. Let's try that. There might be an idea here. Horse takes cannon. And then I can take the cannon with the rook. And now the other cannon's defended by the elephants. So I don't know if getting a pawn was worth that. It did make me move my rook way up here. Let me develop my other rook. Okay, I need to move my rook back now. Now, do I want to move up here to try to move the pawn eventually, or this other pawn, depending on which pawn black plays? I think I will. I think, oh, I'm in check! Yeah, that was a bad idea then. Now I'm gonna lose... Now I'm gonna lose my, my rook. I'm gonna lose my rook. Okay, I'm gonna have to, try this again. Oops. Let's start over. I'm gonna have to give up that game. I lost. Yeah, definitely don't go for tactics like that. I guess it can become too dangerous. Because then there's a lot of pins that can happen. There's like reveal checks that can happen. I can lose pieces. All sorts of stuff can go wrong if I start attacking too early. Okay, let's try again. Central cannon. Let's actually go with this the right side pawn push. Right elbow. Or whatever that is. Okay. I think we got out of the opening here. This is going to be our setup. Now I got to be kind of a bit more careful now that I got all the pieces out. Kind of have to think a bit. So, just kind of make everything a little bit neater. Okay. Ah, yeah, now we got to the meat of the position here. Out of the opening. And this is where things gotta get very... This is where I gotta be careful. Okay, this horse is blocked. But this horse isn't. So, can't just start taking pieces. I could technically attack the rook. And it would also be attacking the pawn. But if I move horse 3+4, I'm attacking the rook. Oh, but I'm also attacking, yeah, this pawn, which gives me like the chance to take here. Horse takes, cannon takes. Another idea is bringing the rook up here to attack the horse. The horse can move, can't move anywhere. But you can move the elephant. I don't know. It's defended by the cannon, so it wouldn't really be doing much. If I think that would be a wasted move, because it's like I'm attacking the horse, but the horse is already defended by the cannon. So unless I'm attacking the cannon somehow, I think bringing this, I think horse 3+4 is probably the move. It attacks the rook. Where's the rook gonna go? You can come in and attack the horse, but then I actually continue to attack the rook. Horse takes, cannon takes. Oh no, yeah, this is defended here. You can't go here. You can't go here because of the other horse. The rook has to go back. But where would the rook go? Maybe back here. Probably defending... No, if you defend the horse, then that blocks it, so... I mean, I can't see... I mean, maybe you move the rook somewhere, like... Possibly, I don't know. Can't think of where, like, the rook can move along the riverbank that would be useful. I mean, maybe moving over here to attack the pawn, because after the horse is gone, it's no longer defended. Yeah, I think horse 3+4 is good. Yeah, the rook goes back. Oh yeah, you defend the pawn. Okay, that's good for black. It defends the pawn. I could attack the pawn again with the horse. But in this case, rook can just take the horse. I could push the pawn, then push the cannon, then get the cannon, 2 cannons lined up. That's something I can do. Let's push the pawn. Okay, cannon attacks horse. If I move the cannon, take the pawn, cannon can't take with check because of the advisor. So I would be winning, well, trading rooks. I wouldn't be losing something. Because if this was with check, black would be attacking the rook. But it's not with check. If I move the horse. And I'm also attacking the cannon, so the cannon has to move. If you take the pawn... I take the rook, horse takes rook. And then I guess I could just start lining up cannons. Well, let's start with taking a pawn. Oh, rook is gonna sacrifice itself for a cannon? Really? Oh, because it's with check. I'm gonna lose. Oh, what I can do is I can move the cannon. Okay, well, I just won a rook for a cannon. So in that case, I do have to save my horse. If I move the horse back, obviously I can't move the horse here to attack with the cannon because the cannon's here defending that point. Well, I can do also, oh, yeah, I gotta move the horse. I could defend it, but then the elephant's attacking it. I could just take the elephant. Then I lose a horse for an elephant. I don't know if my advantage, I think that might give away my advantage. Because right now I'm up a rook for a cannon. If I trade off horse for an elephant, that might make it more even. So I think if I just move my horse back. Okay. And what I can do now is I can bring the horse back. Okay, what you're threatening to do is bring in the... I need to move the... Oh, I can't move the advisor. Is there even a way to get out of this? Because I'm going to get check, and it's going to be double check. Well, then I can move the advisor back. After the rook's here. I can push the pawn. If I push the pawn, rook 8.5. Rook 8 equals 5. Rook 8.5, check. Advisor 6 minus 5. Then you can move the rook though, and it's with check, so that's the problem. So I think what I need to do is I need to get the rook away from where it's gonna be. Oh no. I might just move my... Oh, if I just move my king, then there's no check. Yeah, there's no check if I just move my king. Okay, you're threatening check here. But I could either move the... Let's move the elephant. And then the rook's defending. Or I can move the advisor, but... I think it's now's a good time to move the elephant and connect them. Play defensively. My horse is completely blocked. I can attack the horse and unblock. My horse is gonna die. But I could also attack the other horse. Okay, horse moves. And now my horse is unblocked. I'm pretty sure. Might want to move. I want to move the horse this way. I could just keep moving my pawn up. Rook takes horse. kind of give back my advantage, but yeah, attack the cannon. Okay, well in this case, I think I can just take the cannon. If I take the cannon, what's the rook threatening? Taking my pawn? Okay, pinning my cannon. I could either take the elephant or I can start making like some real threats. If I bring my rook up. Okay, well I can make some real threats. I could just move my rook. Check. Advisor moves. Check. King moves. Cannon blocks rook. Defended by elephant. Well, what I can do is I can move my cannon up. Okay, rook comes in, but I can check, and it's double check. No, that's not gonna work because the king can just take the pawn. Oh, but then I can check with the rook. Wait. I'll just take the can- oh no, if I take the cannon, elephant takes. Okay, well if I just check with the pawn. Oh, you take, of course. But what I can do is I can I might have to sacrifice a rook. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Okay, well I got both of Black's cannons, but so has Black gotten mine. I've gotten a pawn. Black's got two of my pawns. I got a rook. Now Black has my rook. So now I'm down a horse and a pawn. So that's kind of frustrating. But I might have chances with to deliver checkmate. Okay, so let me think here. Okay, I mean, I don't really have too many. I think I kind of screwed myself over here. Okay, well, I can start just taking pawns here. Elephant. You play here and here to attack the elephant. I could also just attack the elephant this way. Okay, okay. Advisor moves in, defended by a rook. Need to get my pawn across the river. Okay, this is actually getting pretty dangerous. I think I need to move my rook in a defensive situation. Okay, advisor comes in. Now I can block and attack the horse. I can actually take the elephant. It's blocked. The horse is blocked by the rook. My horse is also attacked by the rook, so I need to actually take the elephant. And it pins the advisor. If the advisor moves, it checks itself. Black checks itself. Black. Herself. The computer. That isn't a person. But is represented as a female. Well, I mean, that might just be I don't know if that's a free pawn. I think I need to take that pawn. Okay, and the rook just offers a trade. I think this actually might work out in my favor. Okay. I still have both my elephants. I have 1, 2, 3 pawns versus 2 pawns. 2 horses versus 1 horse, and I have a pawn past the river. So that's actually... I can fork the horses. Oh, but then I lose a horse. Okay, and then... Yeah, I need to be careful. Okay, don't do that. I need to protect my horse first. No, 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 no. Okay, now do I move the horse here or here? Yeah, I think I need to move the horse here to defend that point next to the advisor. Okay. Attacking elephant. I think I can slide the pawn over to attack the horse. Horse moves back. Okay, I can move the horse here, and it pins the advisor for now. And then what I could do, move the pawn forward, attack this advisor. And now I can take the advisor. Now the horse is defending the other advisor. I can't lose this pawn. This pawn is so important. What I can do is I can defend... Oh, if I move the horse, I lose the pawn. And as soon as the king moves... I have to move the pawn after that, so... This might not be winnable. I think I have to attack the other pawns. Okay. Now I can push this pawn. And push this other pawn. Okay, 1, 2. Horse defense pawn. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, this attacks king. Horse blocks. Now I can't go here, but I can go here. But now you're defending. Yeah, this is kind of frustrating. Maybe go back to attacking this pawn. Oh no, I can't because of the advisor. This is frustrating. Okay, I could actually, oh god, I can't move my pawn. Oh no. Horses are gonna hang on to those pawns like hell. If I trade off my pawn, there's no more advisors, so I can potentially attack, but I don't know if it's going to be good enough, because I need to be able to attack these pawns and then cross the river. Otherwise, I'll never be able to win. So if I give up that pawn... I think I'm going to have to go for it. I think I have to take the pawn. Oh! What? Why not capture it? Well, that's good for me. Oh, I can't attack the pawn, obviously. I'll just move my pawn over to the side for now. And then attack. Okay, well in this case I can start attacking pawns. Oh, but then I lose... Okay, no. Then I lose that pawn. Oh, no, God. Okay. Obviously, I need to be careful. I need to look more. Okay, so obviously my pawn's under attack. Is it going to be able to be attacked if I go back? Yeah, it's defended, so I think I can move back to the side. And then I can take the pawn. Hey, what's up? What's up, Yen? How you doing? Just playing some XiangQi. I'm on the level 2 computer this time. I kept winning against the level 1. And so now I'm trying to get into this really... I don't even know if this is winnable, but I'm giving it a try. Horse and 3 pawns versus 2 horses and a pawn. And, you know, opponent has no elephants or advisors. Now I'm gonna have to go against the... Gonna have to go against the other pawn. I can't go this way because of the horse. Go this way. Horse it takes. I can move the pawn here first. Or I can move here and then go here. This looks interesting. It is interesting. I really like this game. It's really complicated, but it's fun. It's like the fun kind of complicated. It's like, I mean, it is chess, but it's XiangQi. It's a different kind of chess. So I can actually get some tempo with check. And then... Okay. 1, 2... No, I need to go 1, 2, 3. If I check... Yeah, I'm not... It's going to take more moves. I can't go here because of the horse, though. So I think I do have to start with check. Okay, and then I can check again. Horse blocks. But then I can attack the pawn this way. Let me attack the other horse first. Attack. Oh no, yeah, let's calm down. My pawn's under attack. So I'm gonna move to the left. Attack again. Oh, now you're attacking both my pawns. Yeah, so let me rethink that whole strategy. Okay. Okay. Threatening to take both, so... If I push? Oh no, obviously don't push. Wait, so if I... Oh, I can actually block. Push. Attacking my horse. I can actually... Oh no, I can't do that. Can't go here, can't go here, can't go here. So can't go here. Oh, I can, but it'll trade. And then I would just have pawns. And I don't think 2 pawns are enough. So I think I have to go here. Okay. Pawn's under attack. But if I move over here, there's... Oh, yeah, then you can't... Oh, you can... Yeah, then... it's safe because the king won't be able to move. If I move the pawn here, I'm defending these 2 points. King cannot move because if you... you can't put yourself in a check. The horse is defending this point, and the pawn's defending this point. So that horse is actually never going to be able to attack this way. Pawn's under defense. I could try to... Oh, I can try to checkmate. But, yeah, the problem is, if I move up here, horse is going to move back. Oh, you're going to take my pawn instead. Okay, I think I can actually checkmate now. I'm going to get the opportunity to move my pawn without being captured. Yeah, now I'm winning. Now it's actually checkmate. Checkmate. Yeah, my opponent allowed checkmate. I can't capture the pawn because the horse is defending. Can't move forward because the pawn is defending. And obviously can't move outside of the palace. Even if you, I mean, you can't move outside of the palace, so. Checkmate! I beat the level 2 computer! Remember when I was struggling with the level 1 computer? Now I'm beating the level 2 computer. I'm getting stronger. Faster, stronger. Yeah, how are you doing, Yan? Welcome to the stream. I'm just playing some XiangQi, which is Chinese chess. If you want to find out how to play. I don't know if Restream Bot shows those. Let's just check really quick. No, it doesn't. Yeah, I'm gonna have to share those links this way. Okay. Yeah, welcome to the stream. I'm kind of, it's kind of a lazy day. Just playing some XiangQi. And actually it's been 2.5 hours since I started. I played a few games. I did pretty well today. Sorry about that. Yeah, I think it's been a pretty productive stream. I played a few games and I won, and it was really, really good. I'd like to encourage you to like and subscribe on YouTube. If you like this sort of content, my goal with learning this game is to understand, obviously, self-improvement, but also I do want to make content for this game and teach people how to play, people who've never played it before. I'm going to do the work for you so that I can give you a head start as a viewer. This is a really difficult game. It's actually more complex than chess. And it's deceptively easy, like, to learn. It's very straightforward. Even though it's complex, it's very fun to play. It's very quick early on. It can get really, really hectic really quick. Hey, beauty butterfly, Melanie. Hi, Melanie. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm just like feeling a bit tired, so I'm gonna have to end the stream. So unless you're gonna raid me with like 1,000 viewers, I'm gonna have to end the stream. Now's your chance, okay? If you're gonna raid me with 10,000 viewers, now's your chance, because I'm gonna end the stream. Yeah, Melanie, how are you? I hope you enjoy. I'm sorry that you came here right when I'm ending, but I will be live next time, probably tomorrow. I am learning this game so that I can make videos for YouTube and hopefully help people learn this game, introduce people to this beautiful ancient game of XiangQi. Just kind of living my life as well. I kind of use my stream as like a way to kind of document my life and to get me through my hard challenges that I'm going through right now. Yeah, it's okay. You're here, Melanie, and that's what matters. I have my facial feminizing surgery. I am transgender. So I have gender affirming surgeries coming up in a few months. I have facial surgery in 3 months, and I have bottom surgery in a year. So it's really long wait. It's really difficult because I just want to move on with my life. But there's nothing I can do but wait. And there is like a small, fingers crossed chance that like somebody reschedules or they get COVID or something, which is unfortunate for them. I would not want to be them. But at least for me, if somebody gets COVID, I'm not hoping somebody gets COVID, because that would destroy, like I would, oh my God. Like if I was that person, that would be terrible. If you're waiting for your gender affirming surgery and you get COVID and you have to reschedule, that's terrible. But on the plus side, at least I would get the surgery instead. It might happen sooner for me if somebody reschedules, or if God forbid something bad happens, like they get COVID. Oh, I look beautiful no matter what. Well, obviously I'm beautiful, okay, but it's about how I feel. And I need to have some changes to my body in order to feel complete. And I need to have my face adjusted a little bit, and I need to have a vagina, or I'm never going to be complete. And if I'm not complete, I'm never going to be truly happy. And I need to be happy in order to live. And yeah, that's how it works. You got to live. If you can't live, then what's the point of living, you know? So yeah. It's coming up. It's a lot of waiting, and I'm really, really, really trying to use up my time, hopefully effectively, but even just killing time, even just starting my stream and playing the ancient board game from 1,000 years ago, XiangQi. This actual board is 1,000 years old. It's worth $10 million. No, I'm just kidding. Let me just throw it around. It's like $10 million part of history. I was gifted from a museum, and I'm just gonna play it on stream, like, and just throw it around. No, this is like a $30 board I got on Amazon. It's really nice though. Like, it's got like this really nice board. Want to check it out here? Like, the pieces are really nice. It's like, but yeah, make sure to give me a follow. You'll see next time I go live. I'm probably gonna go live tomorrow. I'm gonna spend the rest of the day just kind of doing some self-care. I'm gonna turn off the computer. Well, not turn off. I'm gonna put like on ambience or something, like put on like a fireplace or something. Sound effects like a snowstorm or whatever I do. And things that help me relax. And I'm gonna just like kind of lie down for a bit. Then I'm gonna do some writing. It's XiangQi, Harley Quinn. Now you guys are making me not want to leave, because now I want to talk to you. Harley Quinn, it's XiangQi. If you do command XiangQi in the chat. See, this is the great thing about streaming, is that, if there's nobody here, I don't really feel like streaming. If there's somebody here, I'm like, hey, there's somebody to talk to. I'm gonna make a friend. But, obviously I am getting tired. So, I encourage you to give me a follow. You can see when I go live next. Follow me on Twitter, especially. Oh, yeah, follow me. Follow me. Yeah, it's an ancient board game. It's actually as old as the original chess. It maybe have been invented simultaneously, or maybe even before Chaturanga, which is the game that chess is very... So the chess that we play today, the chess that we play today is actually a variant of an older game called Chaturanga, which has slightly different rules. So Chaturanga has some slightly different rules. It's basically as old as this game, XiangQi. It's I'm pretty sure they both came around the same exact time. But then some people say that XiangQi actually came first. But the original XiangQi didn't have the same rules. In fact, I don't think some people say it's not even a game. Like, the original XiangQi either it had completely different rules, or it wasn't even used as a game. It was like used as like a map for like generals to use to like formulate their army movement and their troop movement for like battles. It wasn't even like a game. But then like what we know as modern XiangQi came around around 1,000 years ago. And so now it's still played the same way today. There have been a couple adjustments to the rules. They added the stalemate turns into a win. So stalemate's the same as checkmate if you're the one who delivered stalemate. So if it's your turn to move and you have no legal moves, then you lose. I think there are drawing rules, like an actual draw. But I think like stalemate though is the same as a checkmate. So if you deliver stalemate, it's a checkmate. They added that to add more excitement to the game. And I think they should do that with chess as well. That way that, you know, if you get stalemated, it's a loss. So that kind of changes the way you approach the draw. And obviously still 50 move rule is a draw. So it's like either you try to do 50 move to get a draw, or you try to deliver stalemate, which means that you have to either go 50 moves and not get stalemated, which adds an additional layer of calculation. I think that would add so much more excitement to chess, especially classical chess. Is if they made a draw worth only 1 point and a win worth 3 points, which is what's being proposed by, I think, Danny Wrench from chess.com, or if they added stalemate as a win for the person delivering the stalemate. That would make it like XiangQi, which added some vibrance to the game, because now you can't just go on autopilot to get a draw. You have to actually try to not get checkmated and not get stalemated, because stalemate is essentially the same as being checkmated if you add that rule in. So it's like it adds some additional layers of difficulty to your calculations, and I think that would be a huge advantage. I think that would be a huge improvement to the game of chess as it's played today. But yeah, the chess that we play today is actually only about 500 years old. The original chess was called Chaturanga, and it was somewhat similar to this game. In fact, the elephants, this XiangQi, Xiang, this symbol right here means elephant. So it's Zhongguo XiangQi. So it's Chinese chess, or Chinese elephant chess. And so there's a piece called the elephant that moves just like the alfil from Chaturanga, except the alfil could jump over pieces, kind of like a knight does. But the knight can be blocked. So it's kind of cool. Check out the rules with Command XiangQi. I posted it in the chat if you want to learn how to play. Hopefully next time I'm live, maybe we can play together. Yay! We can have fun time together. Yay! Okay, bye. That music's perfect for saying goodbye.